Right, it's 2:30 in the afternoon and I've just come towards Talla, and I'm at the top where you look down the steep bank and you can see Talla Reservoir at the bottom of the hill, and also you park on the side of the road here where those green salt bins are, and you can walk down the bank and you can see all the waterfalls, the Talla waterfalls, which are spectacular. So you can either go round and pass a part where that van is, where the salt bins are, but obviously the road is very thin, so people have got to squeeze past you. So I used to go down there and park in that where the farmer's gate comes down, but I park right across the far side out the way, so you can get through with the gate no problem. But I just thought I'd use that car park for today and walk down here while filming, going over the bridge and what have you. I've actually gone through the gate there and walked down to the side of the river and pointed my camera underneath the little skinny stone bridge here, where the stream's going all the way downhill. But this area is completely spectacular, especially the view you get down because you're so high up, looking down towards Talla Reservoir itself. We've just had a really bad downpour, and I passed a cyclist, poor buggy, he was getting bloody soaked and trying to pedal uphill in this. It's really slow. He was knackered, so he stood up on his bike and just started pedaling to get up the hill, and I had to squeeze past him because he wouldn't pull over to let us pass. So he just pulled over to the edge of the road, so I had to like go halfway up on the grass. There's somebody just running back up the hill to the car, so he's obviously been down to see the waterfalls. So I know where to go down now. You go down the hill from the salt bins and the waterfalls start from there, look, where that big boulder is on the right hand side basically. But all the way down here is lovely. So that's where it's going down to meet Talla Reservoir at the bottom, look, absolutely stunning. So I'll be driving back along here, dropping down the steep bank, bending around the right and go past the bottom of this stream, and then go around the right hand side of Talla Reservoir to the far side, and then the road bends out the left and just follow it on. That cyclist hasn't come over the top of the hill yet. Right. That's why they say here low gear, because it's really steep, and in the winter and the snow and ice I would like to go down there and try and get back up as well. That's why they've got the salt bins here ready for to put down salt. Just looking for the best place to go down, because it's all like elephant grass going down here, big lumps of it. Is that the cyclist coming down there now? I think it is. Right. So if you go down, you can see so many waterfalls, but if you go, fuck you as well. I don't know what his problem is. I mounted the grass to get past him, stupid bastard. So what's he on about? Right, so this is where you can start here and then just follow the water dropping down all the bits of waterfalls, and then just keep going along the bottom grass here. That's what that guy done. He must have come down, checked out the waterfalls, then ran back up to the top to jump his car, where he'd stopped at the salt bin. So this is TALLA Waterfalls. That's TALLA Reservoir. So you've got Megget, TALLA, and then right at the bottom on the left hand side, double back on yourself, you go to Fruid, or Fruid, whichever way you want to pronounce it. I once came down here and there was a guy panhandling looking for gold. He was in between the rocks down there. He had his sifting pan. Right, so the main waterfalls are just there, where they go through those rocks and then drop down, and then if you go further down again, there's more. Try not to trip over here, follow on in this mud. So I've got to walk all the way back up there now to the car. Right, so this is obviously where it mainly starts from, because it's getting squeezed through those rocks there. You see the water depth manager there, monitor it. All right. This is all like wet and boggy, because the water runs downhill obviously. Right, so you can see all the water underneath the grass here. It's all swamped here. Right, so this is where a lot of the good waterfalls are, as you can see. Right. So most people come for the views from up here across the top of TALLA Reservoir, but also you've got a place to come and sit and watch the waterfalls cascading down and round. So I've clambered to the end of those rocks there and pointed my camera down where the water's dropping down into the cavern down there. Go a little bit further and point my camera back up. I'll get down here without falling. I mean, the good part about like being out now, it's June, so basically it stays daylight for longer. It doesn't start getting dark till about 10 o'clock at night, so that's why I wasn't bothered about coming out and having a long drive back home, because obviously it'll still be light by the time I drive back home. I hate driving in the dark, I really do. go, folks. That's a spectacular sight. So that's the other tourist attraction people come to see, TALLA Waterfalls. Now I'm going to drive down the bottom of the bank, and you can see 3 cars parked at the bottom there, where the road bends round the right. It goes past that farm, then it turns round the left, and you can see where the road's going right along the edge of TALLA on the right hand side. So then you get the far side, and then you pass where the water tower goes out, and you just turn left and go over a bit of a bridge. That's where I'm going now. Right, so instead of going back that way, I might as well just clamber up here if I can get up. Manage to get up here. Ah, the hell with it, I'll just go back the way I came, because it's not steep going up the top of the bank where I came down from. But it's just getting past all this swampy bit. Going back in the right direction anyway to go back the car. Now when I passed that cyclist and all, instead of beating at him to tell him to get over, I just was crawling behind him. Then eventually decided that he was going to go across the left a little bit, but I still had to pull it up on the grass on the right hand side to get past him so I didn't hit him. So when he's basically shouting at me there when he went down the hill, that's why I says off, because I went out of my way to let him squeeze past. Because obviously he's out in the pissing down the rain and I'm sitting in the car, so right, so there's the bridge that you drive over when you're going to come down this way to go past TALLA, which is there. That's your stunning views that looking across TALLA. Right, so back up this path and onto the road. I've got to keep leaning over to make sure I keep my balance. Going through these bits of rocks and that, and this sodden grass, like elephant grass, big lumps of it. Right, very easy path now up onto the road, then back up the hill. Right, so you can just see the nose of my car sticking out in the little car park where you pull over to walk down here. Like I say, sometimes I just reverse into the farmer's gate there because I know I'm not going to be long, and I just went down through the gate underneath the bridge, pointed my camera underneath, and then come back up and got in my car and drove off again. So even if you come along, you can get past my car. But that's the easiest way down to the waterfalls, going down there. Just as you hit this green salt bin, drop down there to the right, then just follow the burn down past all the waterfalls. Oh, more cheaper. Right, so back up over the bridge, up the bank a bit and get in the car. But them waterfalls are lovely. Looks like one of those the old arch train carriages up there. That's the farmers probably used for storing that plastic buckets they're feeding for the sheep. And you can see where people have come off the road and gone along that side and just gone all the way down on the other side to look at the waterfalls from the other side. Right, so I'll get back to the car, I'll have a quick whisk and then continue with my journey. I'll not be stopping long at Fruit. I'm just going to drive along the road, point my camera over to show you what it looks like, and then jump back in the car and start coming all the way back along here, because I've got quite a distance to go to get back home. Be about 80 or 90 miles going directly back home instead of coming across country like I've done from Wolfcloop Waterfall on the B711. But yeah, you can go through that single gate there and drop down that path there to the water's edge. Even this little short bank is killing us. Beautiful countryside that you're in as well. There's one of them old round homesteads or sheepfolds, whatever you want to call them. Right, so as I get down at the far side of Talla and start going along the road again, that's where I come across that other tower that had put up the 5G tower, the Death Tower, in the middle of nowhere. So like I say, while everybody was indoors locked up, they were putting Death Towers up everywhere, and they were installing them in children's classrooms while the kids were away from school because they were in lockdown. That's what it was doing. Evil bastards. Right, so there's room for about 5 or 6 cars in this little car park to park here to walk down to the top of the Talla Reservoir. Right, I'm going to go to the back of the car, have a quick whisk before I jump in and start driving again, and I'll put my jacket in the boot again and my cap. The mud splashing up my car, man. Let's get the monkey as usual. Right, keys. There's a car coming up the bank. Right, unlock. So there's not a lot of room for getting like two cars at the same time coming up that thin trail track there, so that's why I've got these little passing places by where the salt bins are. That's the only place you can pull over, enough for cars to get past you. continue with my journey. Right, switch off.